Oh my god, am I late? Okay. Hey guys. So today I'm going to talk to you about my favorite, let me get comfortable on my chair, my favorite highlighters. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start with the, I guess the least noticeable highlighter, if that makes sense. So the more natural to kind of the more dramatic highlight. So the first one I want to talk to you guys about is going to be the MAC Luster Drops. So this is what it looks like. It's like this tiny bottle, and the color is Sunrush. And they come in, MAC has two of these, so it has the Sunrush color, and then it has more of a pink color. The reason that I like this one is because the pink one on my skin, you couldn't really even tell the difference. So you couldn't even tell that I was wearing any kind of highlighter. So that's why I like this one. And let me show you how I put it on. Okay, so this is how I put on the MAC Luster Drops. I use it with the sponge here. And this is like really filthy, full of foundation and bronzer and all this stuff. But it's a pink, its original color is pink. And I got this at the MAC store. So I don't really know what the name of this is, but this is the sponge that I use. So what I do is I get some of, this is what the little tip of it looks like. And I pour some into like my hand, probably about this much. And I dab the sponge in it to where it soaks up the entire thing. So see how it's gone from my hand? And I just kind of dab my cheekbone area with it. And it is really light, so it's very, very hard to see, especially in this light. But it does provide, if I want to do a little bit more, it does provide kind of a nice subtle highlight. So yeah, and I just kind of dab it up here. Okay, so the second one that I use, the second highlighter that I like to use is going to be the NARS Albatross. So it looks like this. When you open it up, it's like a pearly white color. And what I do is, all I do is I place it on a brush and just kind of sweep it back and forth on my cheekbone. So let me use, the brush that I'm using is going to be the MAC 169 brush. You don't necessarily have to use this one. You can use a just a powder brush or any other bigger brush. So I just kind of lightly dab it, and I'm going to do it on the side of my face. And with this one, you do want to be a little bit, you don't want to be very heavy-handed with it because it doesn't take that much to see a difference. So this is going to be definitely more more noticeable than the MAC Luster Drops. The difference between the MAC Luster Drops and this one is going to be a little bit more pearly, a little bit more white, whereas the MAC Luster Drops are going to have more of a golden glow. So the last one that I want to mention is going to be, this is going to be the most dramatic one, and it's going to be the Decay Sin highlighter. And this one is like really hard to open, especially with these nails. Okay, there we go. This is what it looks like on the inside, and it has a very creamy texture. So you see how I barely touch it and already made like a little mark. So let me put some on my hand. You guys can see how it's like super creamy and super pearly. Now, the way that I put this on is I use that same MAC sponge, and I just like gently dab it in there because this one is definitely, you have to barely put any on the sponge for it to show up. So you don't want to put a lot because it's gonna look too heavy. So I just kind of lightly dab it in there, dab, dab, dab. And I'm just gonna do it on the side of my face since this one, the Luster Drops, you can really notice. So lightly dab it and I don't know if you guys can really tell. No. But this one is one that you definitely see. You can kind of see the glow. You definitely have to be kind of use it lightly because it's one that it's really easy to kind of get caught up in it and then end up putting like a bunch on your face. Yeah, so you can kind of see over here, and I pretty much bring it like in this triangle area, so it's like and just kind of like go this way, and I stop like here. So anyway, so that's how those are my favorite highlighters. I do want to mention one more, and it's kind of, I guess, a bronzer slash highlighter. I guess it's more of a bronzer, but definitely one that I also use. And this one I usually use after I put on my highlighter, and it's going to be the MAC iridescent powder. So it comes in this little tub thing, and this color is going to be golden bronze. Now this one, let me see if it's going to be okay. So it's super loose powder, and I don't know if you can see what color it is. So it's kind of a nice bronze color. I'm just hoping that I'm not going to spill this everywhere. And what I do is I barely like get a tiny bit and I put it on my brush. And this is after I apply my base bronzer and then after I apply my highlighter. So I just barely put a little bit on the brush. So kind of like this to where you can barely tell. And I just kind of do several sweeps. And what it does, it kind of gives you like, it finishes your face with like a nice glow. Kind of hard to tell, but it's really a great bronzer slash. The reason I call it a highlighter is because it does have some shimmeries in it, and it kind of gives you a glow. But this is definitely something that I love to use during the summer, especially because it kind of makes your skin have a sun-kissed look. I know it's hard to see because it's so bright in here, but yeah, that's another one of my favorites. So the two MAC products, the Luster Drops and the Loose Powder, you can get that at the MAC store. The Urban Decay and the NARS Albatross you can get at Sephora. I know you can get Urban Decay at Ulta as well. Yeah, so I hope all of those were helpful for you guys, and if you're interested, you guys can just head over to Sephora or Ulta and purchase those great highlighters. And one more thing, so you guys are probably wondering why my ear lobes look like this. So I used to have my ears gauged to, I guess it was an inch, the size of a quarter. Anyway, so they were like used to be huge, so now they look like vaginas now. So if you guys are wondering why my earlobes look like this, that is why, because I used to be a hipster. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.